So hi guys, welcome back to Deutsch Tech's YouTube channel. I'm currently in the new G80 M3, which our friends over at R44 Performance have given us the task of making it sound better. So I'm in the car now. We are in just normal comfort mode with the valves closed. I mean, you probably can't even hear it, but there's next to no noise. There's nothing there. So if I go into M mode, don't know if you heard that, the tone dropped. There is a bit of noise there. You can hear a lot of induction noise, but it's just not what an M car should be. So like I say, the guys over at R44 just want us to make it so that it sounds like an M car should. So I'm going to get back to the workshop now. I'll get it up in the air. I'll show you guys what the standard exhaust system looks like, and then we'll start stripping it, and I'll take you through the build process that I'm going to do, and obviously the finished product. So yeah, back to the workshop and get cracking. Okay, so we've got the vehicle up in the air. First time I've seen underneath one of these, so I'll just talk you through what I've found. So on the older F80 M3, the exhaust came down through here and then joined up much the same as this does. So the reason I believe they've done this is to create equal length, which gets rid of the rasp, which everyone with an F80 tries to get rid of with the single mid-pipes, or equal length mid-pipes, whichever. These are meant to be equal length. So that's what gets rid of the rasp that you get with the older generation. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Obviously we're gonna leave, these are the OPFs, they're gonna stay in place. So I'm gonna remove this brace, chop it here and build from here. We're gonna remove this box, go straight up to here, all the way straight up to his tips. And then what we're going to do, we'll retain these valves like I was talking to you about earlier. I'll show you them in a second. Then we're going to put a box in the middle and then tee off much like this. So when the valves are closed, it gets forced through the box. When they're open, it'll free flow straight out the tips. So these are the valves I was talking to you about. So these are the electronic valves that come on this system. So we will keep the modules that sit on top of it, put them onto ours, and we can build the exhaust system using these. And then the car will control them. And as I was saying, there is also the choice, which some people do, which is the vacuum operated ones. Now, obviously these won't work with the original system. So what you have to do is find yourself a vacuum line from up in the engine bay, run it down to these via a solenoid, and then you can use a remote switch to on and off. So there are your two choices. This customer has opted for the OE because they're happy with that. So what I'm going to do is cut it here, get it off and start building, and then we'll have a chat midway through. Okay, so that is the midsections done. So now we're moving on to the rear and onto the tips. Customer's gone for quad carbon tips. Most BMWs or most modern vehicles, you'll see that the bumper kind of curves in at the edges. Where these are sat, I haven't seen it for a while on the G90s, they're actually quite flat, so the tips aren't actually staggered, which is quite rare on a modern car, if I'm honest. So they're dead parallel to each other. So we're going to get the Y-piece made and then mount the tips, get them looking all nice, and then get them all welded up, get the hangers made, and listen to it.